Who that, everybody? I'm just popping open a live. Had a little internet issues last time, so popping open a new live, seeing what's going on. Anyways, I'm gonna start talking about the Saints' new signing. We have. Let's see here. Hold on, just a second. If you've been a long time Saints fan, it's Ricky Jackson's birthday today. Definitely a Pro Football Hall of Famer, Ring of Honor, Saints Hall of Fame. This guy. Let's see. Let's bring on the first person up here. Oh, there we go. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just popping open live, just talk some Saints football. What's going on, Jerry? I see you up in the comments. If you want, just go ahead and pop up here and talk some football as well. anyways, I'm just popping open live and gonna talk about All Day May, the guy we signed from the New York Jets. He actually played along with Mario Davis in New York. They both played together, so I think they're definitely gonna uh, definitely click on that defense. Being Demario Davis being that linebacker, and Marcus May being the safety filling in for Marcus Williams. I definitely agree with Jerry up in the comments. We definitely need to sign Winston ASAP before another quarterback needy team, just swoops him up. Whether
The Colts
that's
are looking at Baker Mayfield, so hopefully they can get Baker so they stop trying to go after Winston. So
right, yeah, that's very true. And man, I I love the signing of I know he hurt Breeze. I know he hurt Breeze, but I love the signing uh K.Street. That guy is an absolute monster on that D line. He was an absolute monster on the
he better make it up for what he did to Drew Brees. So if I don't see him if I don't see him at least have one sack against either Brady or Watson, then obviously you don't. Then obviously you just I don't know what you want to do, but you just want to hurt Drew Brees. Hopefully
no,
you
I,
can
I think he
sack
was just
somebody.
right, like he said in his interview. He was just playing football.
Yeah, I guess.
Injuries happen. It's not like he went out there just to intentionally hurt Breeze. I
Yeah.
don't believe he did.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
there's only one player in the NFL that intentionally hurts people. So
yeah, but
yeah.
this is but
Name's
this
Dante.
defensive back, defensive lineman, he's going to be a great addition.
Yeah.
He's played under Ryan Nelson.
Yeah,
When
so he
when he when
basically knows how to play with the Saints because he saw how he played when we played the Niners, and we played them a lot. So
he's just going to plug and play well, especially under Ryan Nelson, who brings out the best in him. When he was in college, he brought out the best in him.
mm-hmm.
He elevated this guy to
Right.
play his best football. And with that being said, K.Street, he's going to automatically plug in and play right next to probably David Adimata because he's played on lot on
Mm-hmm.
the inside. I know he's labeled as a defensive end, but the Niners used him a lot in that defensive, uh, in the middle, interior defensive lineman role. As when he was a Niner, he filled the
Mm-hmm.
rotation.
Yep.
And so I see him along David Adimata. And then you have David Adimata next to him. You have Cameron Jordan and you have Davenport. And I believe those will be our starters. And Street, I believe, will earn that starting role in that interior defensive line.
Right. Yeah, because our defense was top notch last year. I think we had like the best run defense up until the last few weeks, where our run defense kind of struggled a little bit in the last few games. But Marcus May and K.Street, they are just going to add to this stacked defense. we got Lattimore, May, and Garner Johnson lurking back in that secondary, and K.Street, David Onyemata, Shy Tuttle, Cameron Jordan. Those players are coming in, and then Demario Davis just playing all over the field. This defense, once again, will be top notch, and if there's one defense that can see compete, like if the Saints ever play the Chiefs again, like I think this defense can hold the Chiefs. Honestly, no cap.
Honestly, I can too, because Marcus May, he's really underrated. Honestly,
because no one watches the Jets. So
yeah, he actually even got all pro. So he's an all pro type defensive back in that safety role, and I definitely see him plugging and playing right alongside Malcolm Jenkins. Not only him, but I honestly, if we wouldn't have signed him, I wouldn't have been surprised if we used JT Gray more. Just outside of the safety.
JT Gray is like a great special teams player.
100%. That guy is a dominant defensive back in that safe special teams role, and I'm glad we still have him. I can't remember the guy offhand right now who was before him.
That's why when I was on Hoodie's channel yesterday, I said we do not have to worry about special teams. That's why we have a great punter, a great kicker, a great player in JT Gray, and maybe we can put Taysom back at special teams. This not only will our defense be good, but our special teams will be good, and our offense with Michael Thomas, James Winston, hopefully, Alvin Kamara, depends on how much games he's going to play. Who else? Callaway, maybe a rookie receiver. This offense also could be deadly. The reason our offense was not as good as it was last year, or the reason this defense was basically trashed last year, for mostly, is because of injuries. Like Michael Thomas did not play. James Winston got hurt midseason. Who else? Everybody got injured. So I think with the new additions that we made and we will continue to make, this team once again will be playoff bound, and don't be surprised if we have a deadly run and we beat the top NFC teams, even though the NFC is a wash.
I can see it as long as we get some key opponents, and
if we get Jarvis Landry, Super Bowl, baby.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Josh Chappelle's fan? I see you joined. How you doing?
It was good. It was good, masked up, man. What's good with you?
What's good, man? And we're just basically on a subject with the signings that the Saints have, the signings that we want to see pretty much. Right now, we're talking about the Street signing, defensive line guy from the Niners. What you think about that signing that the Saints did?
I think it's a good signing. I mean, I don't know, man, because like if we were to address D-line, I still want Malcolm Brown's replacement. I feel like we still don't have that on the roster currently. But I mean, getting another pass rusher for this great D-line, I mean, I can't complain too much.
Right, but Street did play a lot of interior defensive linemen while he was a part of the 49ers. He played that interior lineman role. He was a rotational guy. So we got to look at that too. They might put him in that same role, as a Saint. He might be alongside David Onyemata.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because, we have our pass rushers, and it would be kind of smart to put him on the inside because he's played that defensive end role as well. So he knows to get off the line pretty quick. And normally the inside guys don't know how to get off the line as quick. They're normally not going up against fast defensive ends. So that could definitely be a potential perfect spot for the guy, honestly. And plus he did play under Ryan Nielsen in college.
Yep.
So him and Ryan Nielsen's connection is strong.
Ryan and Street are gonna bond back together like they never left, and K.Street's gonna add on to where he left off in San Fran, just basically bull rushing everybody and getting some more ribs out of the way.
Right. Hey Jerry, what's going on? I see you joined the chat as well.
Hey Jerry.
What's up, fam?
What's going on,
It
man?
was good. OG.
Happening with you.
Good.
Not
Happening
much.
with you.
Not much, man.
Before we go any further, I want to give us what's up. I want to say what's up, Josh.
Yes, sir, man.
Go Pels.
Yes,
That's
sir,
right.
man. Big dub.
Big
today.
win against the Hawks. Big win against the Hawks.
Yes,
Hopefully we
sir.
can keep this going.
Facts.
Yep.
Because this team, the Pelicans are just like they're just all like a roller coaster and so inconsistent. Like one game we're killing the Lakers, the next game we're getting killed by the Magic. Next game we're killing the Hawks, and next game we might lose to the Rockets. Like this team's so confusing sometimes.
Michael, you right about that, bro. It is like a roller coaster, so you got it right, bro.
Yeah.
I've been
That's
saying
facts,
it for like
man.
the past couple years. Like this team, like I haven't started like watching basketball consistently since the 4-game winning streak that we had, I think last year. And as soon as that we started losing, I was like, this is a roller coaster because we like one day we will be giving butt whooping to the Lakers. Next day we'll be getting killed by the Rockets. Next day we'll be destroying the Hawks. The next day we'll just face the Magic and look like the Rockets. Like
Michael, you could have said it any better, bro.
I'm happy that we won, but don't be surprised if our next game we lose by 20. Don't be surprised.
Hey, that guy's spitting right now. You know what I'm saying? Freestyle.
Yep. But what's good, y'all? What's happening with you?
Just got out the pool, man.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Must feel good in the pool.
Oh, hell no. It was freezing. That's why I got out.
Oh, hell no.
It's the winter. Of course it's going to be freezing. Of course it's going to be freezing.
Because it's freezing.
Even though it's the first day of spring, but it still feels like winter.
That's what I was thinking.
Because winter just ended. Of course it's going to be freezing, especially since it's nighttime around here.
See, I'm in Baton Rouge, so I thought the weather would flip.
Yep.
The weather just...
What's good with you, Tyrese?
Okay.
Yeah, what's going on, Tyrese and Jerry? What's your guys' thoughts on what's the Saints doing in this free agent? We really haven't done too much except for sign Street. We're still waiting on a wide receiver yet to be signed.
I'm just waiting to hear some breaking news, bruh.
Yeah,
what breaking news?
On my mind.
Right,
good breaking news. Not breaking news like keeps us
so
up for 5 days.
Don't bring that up.
Don't bring what up?
Taysom Hill.
Excuse me, sir.
He's all Taysom.
Excuse me.
I know that's your boy. I just want to throw it out there to you.
Hey, look, man. Honestly, man, I'm like sign any good quarterback. You know, because like I am weary with these guys. You know, COVID and injuries. So
yeah,
let's get a strong depth chart.
If the Saints sign like a quarterback to back up Winston in case of an injury. I won't be surprised if we re-sign Winston or maybe go after a guy like maybe Marcus Mariota to be a backup. I won't be surprised if we sign 2 QBs. One being Winston.
Michael, that's that first one you just said. That's the one I'm waiting on. Or the re-signing of Winston.
If we don't re-sign Winston, I don't know what's going through Neil Benson's head, but it's not a good thing.
Because all this talk about Winston coming to New Orleans and stuff, that's thrown in the river right now, bruh.
Like every single time that they say breaking news, it's never breaking news. I saw a website and it said breaking news. Deshaun Watson has chosen the Falcons to be a sleeper contender. Okay, so
and then what happened?
We know.
Now you're up there in Cleveland. They signed him up in there in Cleveland.
And then breaking news, Browns rejected by Watson. Breaking news, Browns
that lets you know how Falcon fans really feel when they thought they were going to get who they thought they were going to get.
They thought that they were the town hero, but here's a flag for you, Falcon fans.
Even though the guy's from Georgia, but that don't mean he's going to sign with the Falcons.
Right.
That's why he went to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I was like, I don't think Deshaun, like when Deshaun Watson signed all that guaranteed money, I was like, that's better than choosing New Orleans, because New Orleans is probably gonna try to keep on changing his contract like they keep on doing over here. So
Yeah, because if
I mean,
if the Saints got Watson, we would have traded like a guy like probably CD Deuce, which I did not want to happen, or
Hell
no.
like
Hell
Davenport, but thank God we didn't go Watson.
Amen, bro.
Brown fans are probably like Saints, Falcons, and whoever Panthers could have got him. That the Browns fleeced us and the Texans. Really? The Texans fleeced y'all because Texans have a future.
Exactly.
We're actually benefiting.
You know the good thing about that. After this happened, it's a blessing in disguise that we did not sign Winston. We kept our draft picks. Because think about that. Because if it would have been the other way around, we would have got Winston for our picks for somebody else.
Exactly.
100%.
So see, and plus we cleared up $30 million in cap space.
Yep.
So we have money to spend.
Yeah,
but
now we got money, which is what the Browns don't
we
have.
haven't made any. We haven't
that's my
made
next part.
any
That's
moves.
my next point.
And
right
their
there.
future is ruined.
Yeah.
While we're being excited about the future, the Browns' future is just going down. What happens when Denzel Ward's up for an extension? What happens when who else is on the team? Cooper. What happens when Watson's up for an extension?
Now they're working on trying to keep Clowney up there.
Watson's just eating all the money. Exactly. Bro, he's $40-some million a year. I haven't checked the contract yet, but Watson, like the Browns may have been like we're a Super Bowl contender. Yeah, you might be a Super Bowl contender, but it's not going to last very long, especially since you just did Baker Mayfield dirty. So you're going to get karma back for that. And second of all, the Browns, they like how much QBs have they gotten that have flunked? They drafted Johnny Manziel, who was supposed to be the next big thing. Didn't pan out. They got other QBs that they were supposed to lead them to the promised land. Never happened. But Baker Mayfield finally leads them to the promised land. And what does he get for a reward? He gets thrown into the dumpster like he never existed. So the Browns are going to get karma for that. So whatever goes around.
He's right about that.
So Baker Mayfield, if he goes to the Colts, if the Colts ever play the Browns, Colts are going to win by 60. So I already know Mayfield's going to be putting up those numbers. And honestly, I'm rooting for Baker Mayfield wherever he's going because he does not deserve to be like that. He did not deserve it.
Browns fans were saying he was a bum, and he was always crying.
If Baker Mayfield was a bum, then why did he lead them to the playoffs in the first time since 18 years?
Come on now, that was the whole team.
Yeah, exactly.
Mayfield, he was playing with his arm falling off last season, and they still didn't appreciate it. Because Mayfield,
hey, look, if you can get Deshaun Watson, I don't care.
Yeah, you can have your Super Bowl maybe, but whatever goes around comes around. And Mayfield, he might get a Super Bowl win before Watson.
See, here's the funny thing: Browns always had it coming for years.
Right? Hey, the funny thing is, guys, they gave up 3 first-round picks,
and we got to keep ours.
And I'm glad that we get to keep our 3 first-round picks.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? Like they might have not have gave up a bunch of like hella contender people or dominant players or nothing. Mm-hmm. But man, like if the Browns should have just gave up Baker Mayfield.
Not ready. I'm gonna set these right here
in the trade just to make him happy. I mean they're getting another quarterback, and they already signed Jacoby
Brisket.
Yeah, Jacoby Brisket. So I mean, they should have just put him in the trade deal.
And who even knows if Watson's gonna start?
Right now.
Like, do you really rely on Jacoby Brissett?
And that's it. Hey, that brings up a good point because hey, what if we would have signed him? Old Roger Goodell would have been up there at the. And up in his office,
ready to kill.
No. Hey, he would have placed a nice little suspension on him.
Don't get me started with Screwdale, please.
Yeah, exactly. So we already know.
Please do not get me started because.
So we need to sign. In my opinion, we need to sign Winston. There's a lot of people saying Jarvis Landry. I kind of feel he's going to go elsewhere. I really hope. I mean, I would hope he came here. That would be nice. But I think he'll go elsewhere. there's a name that's not super big. I think it's Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. I mean, he's
I think he
reliable
goes somewhere.
V1, so.
Yeah, he's still a free agent. I think I think
He's
he'd be a
played
good
on like
signing
3
with us.
teams, haven't he?
Yeah, but he played on the Chiefs and in the Ravens.
Yeah,
The
and also
Ravens,
Buffalo.
the Ravens had Lamar Jackson, who likes to hog the ball and run with it. Not real big passing
Like the
quarterback.
Ravens, they barely
So-
extend their receivers. So I don't even know.
Exactly.
Like
So
the Ravens,
Sammy
they should
Watkins.
just cut all their receivers because it's just Lamar and his running game.
Anyways, the Chiefs. If you remember when he was on the Chiefs and they went to the Super Bowl, Sammy Watkins was a big part of that in their wide receiver room. And I don't think he fell off. I just think he had the wrong opportunity as being a Raven.
I guess.
He's still a free agent, so if we were to sign him, I think him alongside Michael Thomas,
I can
would
see
be
him
another
like
vet.
a number 2 or number 3.
And that would allow Galloway and Harris to
jalapenos, but I'm like, I'm gonna see what that sweet and spicy from. Okay.
But Sammy Watkins would allow players like Galloway and Harris to get looks from other different cornerbacks, like the third cornerback instead of the number 1 cornerback or the number 2 cornerback, and that would I think Galloway will feed. We're going up against number 3s instead of number 1s all year. Now you got Michael Thomas coming back. Every number 1 cornerback's going to want to guard him. If you had a Sammy Watkins or even a Jarvis Landry, if we can somehow pull that off, that would be awesome. If we had one of those 2 guys, the cornerback number 2 would be guarding him. So that leaves either Harris, Galloway, one of those guys open. Little Jordan Humphrey, he's coming back. I see Juwan Johnson, he's going to come back in his tight end role.
Yeah, he signed his extension a few months ago.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see if the Saints are going to pull something off in this free agency. So far it's been kind of like a standstill. Us Saints fan refreshing on Twitter, just waiting.
This is like the most money that we've ever had in decades. So,
and can I say this right here? And they're always talking about, the Saints are under the cap. There's no way they can save up to like as much money. I say you got to think about it. This is the general manager of the New Orleans Saints. This is Mickey freaking Magic Loomis. This man, if you notice what he did the last couple of years, saving up all that money. We was like one time $100 million, I think, around under the cap or something. Or something like that.
I think it's like 40.
Always find a way to save up. And look where we're standing right now.
Now we're in the top 10 with money.
So Mickey knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Mickey is spending those dollars and saving those dollars.
Yeah.
Why we call him Mickey Magic.
Right.
There's a will, there's a way.
Definitely.
Gail Benson's a smart woman, so she knew, she knows that Mickey Loomis is. So she basically, she's basically giving the team to Mickey Loomis as well because she knows that Mickey Loomis is a god when it comes to money, when it comes to spending money. Like when the Saints signed Marcus May, people didn't really notice, didn't really appreciate it because he played for the stinky Jets. The Jets have 2 famous. So obviously no one pays attention to the Jets. Whoever wakes up in the morning and says, I wonder what the Jets are doing, then they must wake up high. So Marcus May, he's a pretty good signing. K.Street, no one's talking about him either because he's not really a guy that really played a whole lot in San Fran, but he did play a ton. So, but he didn't really play on those massive plays. The only play that they really know him for is when he cracked an old man's ribs. But other than that, Mickey Loomis put the money cap on, and then he grew a money tree somewhere, and he just got those dollars.
Yep.
That's for sure.
That's facts, man.
Right.
So he can sign players to score the touchdown.
Right. Honestly, I think this low-key signing of that K.Street, I think that was a lot to do with Ryan Nielsen, knowing him in college. I think he was a rising star in college. If you see, yeah, if you seen him play in a Niners uniform, every Niners game, if he was out there on the field, he was definitely dominant. So I'm pretty excited to see what the Saints do. Our defensive line position is just going to be scary this year. Well, like I really think Shy Tuttle's getting his third year under him. I think he kind of had maybe a sophomore slump, but that's okay. Now we're going to have a healthier D line. If you remember, Audimata was suspended, for a while. So
and then the first game he came back, which I think was against Tampa, I think he had like a fumble recovery or a forced fumble. It was one of the other.
Right.
To help us prove that we own Brady.
Right. So if you just add Street to an already stacked defensive line, that's all. To me, I think they fulfilled our needs in free agency when it comes to defense. The only thing we need left is maybe a sign K1 back. I think that K1 signing, he brings a lot of energy. Him and CD Deuce's energy is something you just can't match.
And actually, I think K1 actually played with K.Street because they were both in San Fran as well. So.
Yep.
So bringing back Alexander to reunite with K.Street. These whoever offense that we play, you might want to watch out. You might want to purposely get COVID so you don't have to play or something, because we're going to make your life a living hell.
Yeah, that's true.
But defense is going to lead us to a Super Bowl win, and whoever says that's cap, check our defensive roster and our offensive roster and tell me if it's cap again.
Yeah, see, I seen some thing about Terron Armstead. The Miami Dolphins have actually kept reaching out to him. Mm-hmm. Terron actually has told them that he wants to stick around the Saints, so he's waiting for the Saints to strike a deal with him. In my case, we need to keep Terron Armstead.
Yep, that was the O-line.
And that's no lie, man. He's a huge piece to our O-line. Mm-hmm. To me, getting rid of him is not a smart move, especially if especially if we're going to bring back, Winston. Winston needs protection, and T-Stead definitely needs to be there. He
definitely needs protection after that gruesome ACL injury.
Yep.
We can get all the O-linemen that we can to make sure that Devin White's menace to society self stays away from him. Devin White, after that hit, that was intentional. He literally grabbed his collarbone. I don't care what no one says. He literally, like everyone tried to hurt, QBs in that game. Jameis Winston went down, and not after that, Trevor Siemian, when he was playing, he almost got injured because one of their defensive linemen literally tried to truck Siemian. So the Buccaneers, they're just a team of menaces. So we need all the O-linemen. So we just need to sign every O-lineman right before our Tampa game, because Tampa players are dirty. They try to injure all of our players, and yet we still beat them on live television.
Yep.
Everybody watched us boom down, boom down, boom down, boom down.
Hey. So I see Pickett and Flickett's comment down there. He said, "Why would Armstead want to play with Jameis?" I'm gonna go
want to play with Jameis.
In my opinion, I think Armstead would want to play with him. I think we got to address the quarterback position for him to want to sign back. I think he wants to be in New Orleans, but I think he wants the New Orleans Saints to address that position. And if that's Winston, I believe he'll be back. I think with Winston,
he's going to be back.
Right. I think with Winston, we have a lot of upside with him. You've seen, with that Green Bay game, when our team was fully healthy, minus Michael Thomas. But hey, could you imagine if Michael Thomas was in that game? He would have made Devontae Adams look more like an undrafted, free agent, because I'm telling you, Michael Thomas, when he comes back, guys, he's looking like DK Metcalf this year. So I can't wait to the addition of him. But yes, first we already know he's coming back.
Yeah.
Right now, I really been waiting for an update for us to sign Jameis to an at least 3-year deal. In my opinion, they should get him for
Like
4
even
years.
when they were looking at Watson, they should have signed him anyway in case we didn't get Watson, to make sure that us, the Saints fans, wouldn't panic about this all offseason. Who are we, the Packers? No, we're not no Packers, because we actually know our QB situation, hopefully. But the Packers,
what were you saying,
however, Aaron Rodgers just has to throw him to himself, because now he has to throw the ball to Amari Rodgers all game.
Right. But what were you saying, Jay?
Oh no. I was just hearing what Michael was saying
Oh,
about about hopefully bringing Winston back. That's all I want. That's all I wanted to say.
Please.
Oh, I meant why wouldn't he? Yeah, you're right, Pickens. Like, why wouldn't he? I really feel, like if we get Jameis back, we get T-Stead back. Me personally, if we don't go wide receiver in the first round, which we really should, then the only other position I would like to see would be an O-line. And I say that because Ruiz is a dump truck. Would definitely need.
Ruiz, like, I don't know why we drafted him. I would understand if we drafted him in like the second or third round, but there's so many good options in the first round. Like, I don't know why every single time it's the first round and the Saints are on the clock, you do something stupid.
No, to be honest with you,
like, we could have had Rondale Moore. And we
but to be honest with you, bud,
against Peyton Turner, I like him.
Right.
But he's not a receiver named Rondale Moore. I really wanted him. I really wanted Marshall, but screw the Panthers. I really wanted all of the good receivers, but of course the Saints thought.
Right, but anyways, with Cesar Ruiz, Sean Payton did this experiment just like he did with Taysom Hill. He pulled him out of his own position as center. So technically, we had a center and Eric McCoy, which Eric McCoy played guard. So in all reality, if they would have switched positions, but I think Eric McCoy has taken a center role and actually has strived with it. So it's hard to just take him out of that role. But at the same time, if you're going to draft a center, you need to play him at his dominant role, which was center. He was the number one center in college when we drafted him, allowing zero pressures. His whole college career in Michigan, the dude was dominant. So then we put him at guard. You see he doesn't fill that role as good as he maybe could have as center. We don't know because we haven't put him at that position to even stride at his natural position. So it could have been a good pick. We don't know because we have not seen him play at his natural position.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? If we were to put him at his natural position and slide Eric McCoy over to guard, what if Ruiz would do, stellar? Like, what if he gets back to that role? And I don't know, like, I hate on Cesar Ruiz a lot. But you got to realize, too, last year was the worst year for our O-line. Injuries, hit not only Eric McCoy, T-Stead, not only him, but Andreas Pete. Not only Andreas Pete, but Ryan Ramczyk. That's pretty much our whole O-line. So we got to look at it like Ruiz didn't even have the continuity that he normally did his rookie year. His rookie year, he did all right because he had that continuity in that, like, starting O-line. And he did a lot better with the starting O-line next to him. So as much as we hate on him, we got to look at it like that, too. The O-line had a lot of injuries. Ruiz was, he was thrown in the mix. But, at the same time, we do see all the bad that he did. We got to look at it like that, too. The O-line had a lot of injuries. He was thrown in the mix. But, at the same time, hey, Jerry, what would you like to see the Saints do? We got to look at it like that, come first round of this year's draft.
Look like I'm hearing an echo. That you, Michael?
He was. Yeah. Hey, Michael, I think that's you, buddy. At the same time, hey, Jerry, what would you like to see all the bad that he's done? We got to look at it.
There we go. Like, because I sound like I was hearing some echo in it and stuff. So what was you saying, Trey?
No, no, I was saying, what position would you like to after me talking about that O line position? What position would you like to see us address come first round in this year's draft?
Well, you talking about well, since we're stuck on the offense. I mean, you already covered the offensive lineman and wide receiver and stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, with the Kamara situation, I think we should draft a running back. I
You
think we should
know,
draft. We covered the wide receiver and the offensive lineman. We already know about the quarterback position and everything.
mm-hmm.
But we just need to go get us a running back. So just in case, and I'm praying that this don't go as far as we think. We just need
Right.
a running back that can carry the load if Kamara gets suspended from his actions for what happened in Vegas or whatever. So he can carry that load. So whenever Kamara come back, he can he can pick up where he left off along with the running back we drafted.
Yeah,
That
honestly, I think that'd be a smart move.
it
You
is.
know,
It should be.
and there are some really dominant running backs coming out of this year. So I honestly,
Yes, sir.
hey, I wouldn't be mad if
Definitely.
we we went running back first round.
I,
Um,
look. I tell you what. I wouldn't mind if we get what's that running back from Michigan, Haskins.
that's okay.
I want him, or we can get Dalvin Cook's brother out of Georgia, James Cook.
Oh man,
If we if one of them options happen, hey, I'll take it.
hey, I wouldn't mind that Cook guy. Man, could you imagine him as a rookie? I think him and Mark Ingram would stride together until at least Kamara came back. Because I mean, man, you just can't. Kamara, is our number one when he's on the field. But Mark Ingram, people, might doubt him. But me, to be honest, if you remember, we traded for him, and when we got him, he was the number one for the Texans. He was their number one running back, and he was having a pretty good year. He was on pace to have his thousand yard career, season. And then he got traded to the Saints with a banged up O line, and everybody just hurt, and our offense just wasn't playing, you know, to its
Right,
standard. So he wasn't really striding. But hey, I still think he's got the swagger. I still think he's got the juice, and I think he could be a number one running back. He obviously was for the Texans. He obviously was for the Ravens when he left. Until they drafted, that young rookie, and then
yeah,
and then he kind of took over. But then they traded him or whatever. But I think Mark Ingram will hold it down just fine.
yeah. Because Mark Ingram, he still got enough juice left in the tank. I mean, it's not like it's the end or anything.
Right, but we definitely need a number, another guy next to him
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Saints are smart when it comes to running backs. We're always splitting the carries, so
yeah.
we definitely need a solid number two guy. So yeah, you're right. In the first round,
Now, if you remember, around that 2011 season, we had four running backs in that on that Saints team.
yep.
Because we had by that time we had Pierre Thomas, I think it was Chris Ivory.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
yeah, remember
wow.
him and a young, but a younger Mark Ingram when coming out of college and Julius Jones one time. Remember we had those four running backs and one of them get hurt, somebody else could step up.
Right, definitely, man.
Hmm.
Definitely, I could see us doing that for sure. And I wouldn't be mad, dude. Like I'm saying, I think we've addressed pretty much every need, except for maybe signing K1 back. I think that would be the only next
Yeah,
option.
we get Raekwon back. Hey, I'll be happy.
I'll be stoked because that's going to tell you if we sign K1 back before, I'm going to say before this year's draft, and he doesn't get signed elsewhere and we land him back,
Hmm.
I believe our defense is set. I think Dennis Allen will think the same, and I think he'll address offense. And don't be surprised, man, if that happens and we address nothing but offense come this year's draft, which probably never happened. But I want to put it past them. Two wide receivers. Tell me us Saints fans wouldn't be happy with that. This
Oh,
year's
definitely.
and if we can somehow score, a lot of people are talking, Chris Olav and all those guys. I definitely love that. But me, if we don't get one of those guys in the first round and we go into the second round and we're going to be looking at, like a George Pickens. And me personally, if we can land George Pickens, man,
Mm,
that's an automatic plug in at number 2 right next to Michael Thomas.
definitely.
And so yeah, dude, if we can get Kwan back, man, I definitely
Yeah,
I definitely
great.
would
Yeah,
yeah, I definitely
that,
would love. What's that?
go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
I definitely would love us to address that running back position because we as Saints fans don't know what's going to happen with Kamara.
Right. Yep.
But what were you saying, Jerry?
So, now I'm saying everything you say is true. Right? We just have to just wait and see what happens.
Right, and I kind of
Oh,
think what's that?
go ahead.
No, I'll say I kind of think our tight end room is going to be just fine. I think Juwan Johnson signing back. I think they believe in that kid. Nick Van Nett coming back. We still have Troutman. What do you think about that tight end room, Jerry? Do you think we need to address that in this year's draft, or do you think
Well,
we?
it really ain't a whole lot to address about the tight end situation. We just, I mean, good. It's a good thing we signed Johnson. I'm glad about that.
Mm,
And Vanette, Troutman, I'm not sure. 'Cause some some games he had a good game, and some he didn't because I know injuries playing a part of it. So
right,
but if that was the case, if things didn't work out, I wouldn't mind drafting another tight end with that squad. I would not mind
it,
because think about it. Because if one of the tight ends hurt or under like the COVID situation or whatever, that's when somebody else can step up.
right.
So
There's a big name coming out of this year's draft. His name's Trey McBride.
mhm.
Um, I don't know if you've heard of him or seen him play.
I mean,
Jerry,
what college did he play at?
hold on, let me tell you right now. Let me find it.
All right, go ahead.
Because
Uh,
Trey McBride, hey man, I'm telling you, he's gonna be the next. In my opinion, he reminds me a lot of George Kittle. This dude
mm,
is. I'm telling you, he wears number 85. He's a big guy. I think he's from Colorado State.
mm,
Um, I guess that must be a smaller school. I'm assuming. Let's
yeah,
see what his stats are here. Because this guy is yeah, man. When I watched him, his highlights are pretty dominant. Trey McBride, he's 6'4". Is
damn,
yeah, 6'4".
that's
So and
tall.
yeah, that's a tall guy. So let's see. They said his weight. I think he's 6'4", 246.
Mm.
You know, he's just a big guy.
Yeah.
Prospected grade is 6.31. Definitely a plug and play starter. At the combine, he bench press 18, vertical
Mm.
jump was 33, and broad jump was 117.
Wow.
Right.
That's
So
that's a big dude, bruh.
that's a big dude. So right here it says, oh wow. McBride excelled in 3 sports at Fort Morgan High School, earning all Colorado honors in football, setting his school record for points scored in basketball, as well as most home runs and runs batted in baseball. His,
Mm.
his decision to stay near home for college paid off as a true freshman. Started 5 games, started 5 of 12 games, and played. He had it says right here 1 touchdown. McBride was a first team all Mountain West Conference.
Mm.
So let's see. Down here it says he was an All American, All League, ranked ninth in the country with 90 receptions, and led the team with 1,121 receiving yards, setting a school record. So this guy is definitely a dominant tight end. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, wherever he goes, I'm calling it now. Wherever he goes, he's definitely going to be a starter. The kid, like I said, man, you can't just hold a kid at hold a kid back that's just that dominant. If you go look at his highlights, man, you be definitely impressed.
Okay. What's the guy's name again?
His name's Trey McBride.
Trey Mcbride. I think I've heard of him before. I think I have. But I'm gonna definitely check him out. I'm gonna definitely check
Uh,
him out.
if I knew how to like share my screen, I would definitely do it, but and
I
show
know.
you the
I
highlights.
pulled it up. I'll look him up. So, and then next time when you have your live stream, I'll give you my feedback on what you were saying.
Right. All right, I got you. Let's see if
Mm-hmm.
I can pull it up right here. Let's see. Hold on, just a second here. See if I can hook you up.
Oh, this guy right here.
Yeah, this is Trey McBride.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying. That's a big dude right there, man. Wow,
So I wouldn't be mad at the Saints, drafted this guy
man. Good
if we
God,
went tight if we
that
went
dude
tight
wide
end.
open. Good God, damn. Shit,
This guy has impressed me since day one when I watched him. Look at
man.
that catch! Fumbled in his own hands and he caught it.
Dang, bruh.
Uh,
Look at that versatility, man. God damn.
that's what I'm saying. He's got
Damn.
hands.
Man, I wouldn't mind if we picked that guy up in the draft. Hey, that'll be an automatic plus for us.
Exactly. And he
Damn.
can block. He's got an
Yeah,
all around as a
definitely.
prospect tight end. He's got an all around grade because he does
Yeah,
everything from blocking to look at doing that, dragging three
yeah,
guys.
yeah. He go if that happens, man. That would be awesome, man. Because the way
Ooh,
the offense was struggling last year, we need a bigger pickup. We need it. We need a lot of protection from this guy.
look
Damn,
at yeah.
he just down. Damn,
Ooh,
look at
stiff
that.
arm,
Look at
stiff.
that. Oh, bruh,
We
bruh,
need him.
bruh. Go ahead and if anybody doing a mock draft, put this man on the mock draft if you please. Cause this dude, oh my goodness gracious, my God, Damn.
just running in there and throwing people off like nothing. This
Like,
guy,
like, like nothing happened.
I'm telling you, he reminds me of George Kittle.
Yeah.
George Kittle plays just like that, you know. But this
Mm,
guy's big. I think might be a little bigger than George Kittle.
yep. Looking at all these tight ends and stuff, man. These younger tight ends, they kind of influence, like you were saying about George Kittle, but sometimes you gotta reach way back, like with guys like I don't know, Mark Bruner,
Oh
Heath,
man,
Heath Miller, um, there's another tight end, uh, like a younger Andre Johnson, or
right.
a young God, what that other tight end name? Um, damn, it was so many. But looking at that guy, that's nearly who he remind me of. A younger Mark Bruner when he played with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep,
Yeah, just a brute, man.
man, that dude's a beast, man. Wow.
Definitely a beast. Shannon Sharp, if you remember,
Yeah, him too.
back in his time, I believe there was Tony Gonzalez when he played. I think he's a broadcaster now, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's a broadcaster.
I think there was back in the '90s there was what was his name? Man, he was pretty. Lonnie Johnson. He played for Buffalo.
Mm,
There was you might know. Let's see. Yeah, Shannon Sharp was played in 1997. He was pretty good.
yep.
Pete Mitchell. He played for Jacksonville. Brent Jones. He played for San Francisco back in the '97 era.
Mm,
Yeah, there's some pretty good names there, but I
yeah.
think Shannon Sharp. He had the most yards.
Don't forget Ed McCaffrey. No, one Ed McCaffrey, a wide receiver, or a tight end.
Ed McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's Christian McCaffrey's dad.
Oh yeah, I think he was a tight end.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe so. I think.
Yeah, because
I'm not quite
I
sure.
remember dad that played with the Broncos.
He did, didn't
Yep, won 2 Super Bowls, but with Elway.
he? With Elway, huh?
Yep. Yeah, John Elway.
Oh, John Elway. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, they went to the Super Bowl twice, and they beat Green Bay and Atlanta.
Yep, they did.
Yep.
Man, that's taking it back right there.
that,
Take
that
it
when I was a teenager.
right. It wasn't that when like Mike Ditka was like the coach for the Cowboys back in that time in
I
the '90s.
I don't know. I remember he was a coach with New Orleans and Chicago, but I don't know if he was a I don't know if Mike Digger was a coach with Dallas. I don't think.
Oh,
I
I thought it was
I,
him.
I don't think I had never seen him coach Dallas before. I don't
Not
think.
Dallas.
Nah.
No. Huh. Man, so man, dude, what about old Keith Jackson from back then? You know who my ultimate one of my favorite players that ever played the game was Deion Sanders, man. I know he didn't play for the
Right.
Saints,
Yep.
but man, Prime was he was definitely that, he had it, man. I
Definitely.
couldn't and his kids right now are both in college
Yep.
on the Jackson State team.
Oh yeah.
To me, that's awesome. He gets to not only train his own kids and coach his kids in college, and hopefully they get drafted and do just as well as their dad did. One of them's a quarterback and one of them's a cornerback. So one of them's taking after their dad's footsteps. The other one's kind of going in a different direction, and he's going to be throwing the ball on offense. So I think they're going to have pretty good careers. Maybe not as stellar as their dad's, but I think he's kind of hard to imitate. I know that's his flesh and blood, but they're definitely got some big shoes to fill playing that cornerback role. I don't remember which son plays that one, but man, those kids are definitely got some shoes to fill being Deion Sanders' kids.
Yep. Absolutely.
But I'm excited to see them come to the NFL here in the next 3-4 years. So definitely excited to see that.
Yep, that's right. Well, all right, my man. Glad I came on here to cover up and talk with you, bro.
Yeah, me too, Jerry. If you get a chance, go check out some more of the highlights of Trey McBride, and definitely won't be disappointed.
Definitely, man. I will.
All right, man. With that being said, Jerry, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here as well. I got to get go eat and all that good stuff. So, thank you everybody in the chat. I want to say,
That's out to everybody in the chat too, man.
Right, Pick It or Flick It, Derek, all you guys up in the chat, man. Anyways, I'm just trying to hit to that 100 subs, so go ahead and hit that sub if you haven't already. Anyways, thanks for hopping on here, Jerry. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit in the podcast right now. So have a good night, bud. And who that?
Who that, baby? Take care, bro.
You too, bro.
All right, man.